Sarah is a veterinary technician who works at an animal shelter. One day, she notices that one of the staff members is physically abusing a dog that was recently brought in.
I walked into the animal shelter on a Monday morning, ready to start my shift as a veterinary technician. As I walked down the hallway towards the dog kennels, I noticed one of my colleagues dragging a small dog by its collar. The dog yelped and whimpered, clearly in distress. I knew that this was not how animals should be treated, especially not in a shelter that was supposed to be caring for them. I approached my colleague and asked him what was going on. He became defensive and told me to mind my own business. I felt torn. I knew that I had a duty to report this abuse, but I was afraid of the consequences of doing so. I didn't want to lose my job or being seen as a troublemaker. Later that day, I was in the break room with one of my colleagues. We were chatting about our weekend plans when the topic of animal abuse came up. He mentioned that he had witnessed animal abuse in a previous job, but he had not reported because he didn't want to get involved. I felt a pain of guilt. I knew that I couldn't let my fear hold me back from doing what was right. As I thought about the situation, I remembered the theory of duty. I knew that I had a moral obligation to report the abuse and to protect the animals in the shelter. I couldn't let my fear of consequences prevent me from fulfilling my duty. I gathered my courage and reported the abuse to my supervisor. It wasn't easy, but I knew that it was the right thing to do. The staff who was abusing the dog was fired, and I was praised for my bravery in speaking up.